Welcome back. I'm at the Bebout Veterinary Medical Center. I'm with Dr. Brandon Bebout. We have a very special guest. We're talking to Dr. Bebout about Yukon. What's going on with Yukon?
So Yukon, he's been around a while, so he's about 12 years old, but he's spry, he's energetic, he acts like he's not a day over 5. We'd been kind of tracking through a different clinic, some liver values on him, just a little bit of elevation, doing some supplements, and then we were doing a teeth cleaning. Pre-anesthetic blood work showed that those liver values were still high. We went ahead and said, hey, let's go looking. Let's go looking on the ultrasound. Actually found on a kid that's 25, 27 pounds, probably a grapefruit sized mass. Wow. On the left side of his liver. So we finished the dental cleaning there, said, hey, here are the options as far as, do you go in there and do surgery on a kid that's 12? Yep. We got to be realistic with some things. And the nice thing, just so the public knows about typical liver tumors, we see hepatocellular carcinoma, big long word for liver tumor, and then there's a hepatoma or a hepatocellular adenoma, which is the benign form, but they can both get space occupying. They grow slow. They don't metastasize very quickly, and so you actually, even though they're of big size, you have an opportunity to go in there and save the day. Okay. And so one of the things is, again, I mentioned it was on the left side, and that's because the gallbladder is on the right side, which makes surgery much more difficult. So we're very blessed, just to at least have it on that side. And we have what's called a thoracoabdominal stapler. So it's a kind of a tool that just will give you so much more confidence. Yes, we're confident in our surgery skills. Actually, Dr. Powell, my wife, was a huge part of this. I don't want to forget her. She's working today. And we were in there together as a team, went in there and were able to resect it. We're able to get margins, meaning we've essentially cured him of this hepatocellular carcinoma. And now, liver values should fall. We're going to be rechecking those. Surgery was actually pretty quick, pretty recent, and so we'll be kind of following those up. But he recovered without any issue, and just so happy to have that pressure off of him.
So literally. If he wanted to come in for a teeth cleaning or just regular checkups, have you found that tumor, or would there be signs and symptoms to be looking for?
Sure. So really, again, space occupying was going to continue to grow, slow, albeit, but eventually it becomes non-resectable. It starts pushing on other organs. Your liver's an umbrella over your stomach. All of a sudden, there's intermittent vomiting. So you're looking for other causes anyway, and then oh no, this grapefruit's now turned into a bowling ball, and that's a lot more difficult of a procedure. And so again, when we see these elevations of certain things, sure, there are ways to medically manage, but going in there and saying, hey, what's the answer? And Andrea and Brian, your mom and dad, are wonderful people and really want to go to bat for their kids. And so they allowed us to do the work and go in there with the ultrasound, find it, identify it, hope for the best, expect the worst, and we actually came out smelling like a rose.
So recovery for him?
Virtually non-existent. I mean, he was normal a few days later. Wow. And a 2-week recheck. It's like we have the same Yukon we had before because he wasn't showing any signs. But that thing had been growing at least 6 months,
I was just going to ask
possibly longer. Wow. Because again, they're very slow growing, and it had some size anyway. And so, again, unbeknownst to very, very intuitive, cognizant owners, and those things can still sneak up on you because he's not showing you anything.
So the importance of regular checkups for your
absolutely, and even on some of these older kids, what we call a fast scan with the ultrasound sometimes can even be more telltale than blood work.
Wonderful. So. Well, I'm glad Yukon's doing good. And if you want more information on how you can contact the Bebout Veterinary Medical Center, we'll share all that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Stay tuned next week for another edition of Pet Doc.